It's my joy and honor to present to you this morning how you can beat all markets with ultimate precision. But first, traders, let me remind you an extremely important disclaimer. Please understand and trade only with risk you can afford. Please understand that every single thing in this webinar is to educate and empower you, and nothing constitutes a financial advice. All software and systems demonstrated as is, and no student had ever been paid for providing a testimonial. In this webinar, we will cover how to trade with precise entry stop targets on all instruments. We will review futures, stocks, crypto, and forex in the current and prior markets. You will witness how Alpha Fibonacci traders trade in US and globally since 2011, and how you can beat all markets with Alpha Fibonacci precision. So let's start with the offer for the attendees of this webinar on this bright Saturday morning. When you come to fibinstitute.com, as I posted link in front of you, you will see a pop-up window. If you sign up on this pop-up window, you will receive an invitation to our trading room where you can ask questions, where you can witness proprietary system and software in the live markets. So let's start the webinar, shall we? Briefly about myself, as you've heard before, I arrived here from Ukraine. And again, please pray for Ukraine because it is surreal what's happening in this world. But we will be touching on exact same human ego that causes problem in the world, that causes problem in your personal trading. So when you start recognizing how everything connected and how you are in charge of your trading decisions, everything will change. I recognized in 2004 when I was introduced to Fibonacci that market formed by Fibonacci. Since 2008, when I witnessed proprietary system I developed in financial markets, when my system identified all crashes despite phenomenal fundamentals and phenomenal earnings, I refused to work for financial institutes. I just declined another offer from top financial firm on Wall Street because I only focus on my own system, and I live and breathe what I do, and I teach traders on Fibonacci Trading Institute.com since 2011 how to trade with ultimate precision. You can view thousands and thousands of videos on Fibonacci Trading YouTube channel. You can listen to students' podcasts, as I have waiting lists of students to share their stories constantly. I continue developing my own systems. As of right now, 35 proprietary systems. So I live and breathe what I do. I travel the world meeting with students from Switzerland to Dubai to Mexico to California to New York to London. Jennifer, as you can see in her top right corner, just send me a message on Facebook. You will see. Sam put his daughter through Harvard. I met with Ken in London, with William multiple times, with Victor in Switzerland and Dubai. All of these traders trading proprietary Alpha Fibonacci system I developed, and you will witness next. So what's essential to recognize? What is the number one predictor of success? Your circle of traders, period. Look around. Who is next to you? Is it someone who is successful, or is it someone who is struggling? Is it someone who is bringing constantly another indicator every day, another cheap system, another something that will give you easy solution to trading? What's important to remember? The person next to you defines your success. Is the person next to you successful? Is the person next to you trading proven system? If not, you become exactly like the person next to you. Is the person next to you inspiring you or opposite? And that's ultimate definition of success. It's number one predictor what will define your profitability. In order to become successful top 5%, start trading as top 5% does. Stop chasing cheap delayed indicators. Stop chasing lucky point. When I worked in Johns Hopkins research, I witnessed clearly every single human brain does exactly the same thing human brain does day before. Beta waves activate your reactive switch, your gambling switch. But you're in charge to disconnect that switch and to activate your proactive brain. And that's your number one step to do. And that's how you stop thinking as a bottom 95% does and start trading as a successful top 5%. The only path to success is to trade as strategic, intelligent chess on all instruments. Successful trading possible only with a proven system. Successful trading must be rule-based with precise entry, precise stop, precise targets. Without this, there is nothing. Precision is a critical key part of trading success. In 2008, I recognized that market is a flawless Alpha Fibonacci puzzle. This is a system you will witness next. System strategic institutional lifetime system for all platforms, all instruments, or with multi-market scanner and proprietary Alpha Fibonacci software for NinjaTrader 8. Here's the software projected on NinjaTrader 8 on S&P Mini Future in the live markets at the market closed on Saturday. Here's simplicity. I was teaching in private mentoring Friday morning. This is a bold red zone, correct? Which means do not buy the market at this level. Monitor for short only. Trades played out on multiple other charts. I project software on 1-minute chart. What's important to know? When the price reaches decision point 2, exit your trade. And you also learn why price reversed from this level to the tick and continued sell-off again. Ultimate precision on 1-minute chart. Ultimate reminder. When you witness such precision, you remember market is ultimate Alpha Fibonacci chess with ultimate precision in day trading on 1-minute chart. But as you will see next, on multiple instruments, multiple time frames, as every trader chooses the instrument and time frame trader trades. So trading markets as strategic, precise Alpha Fibonacci chess helps you to relax, helps you to start enjoying this game. You stop speculating. You start understanding far in advance where to buy, where to sell. And that's a critical key first step in trading success. Can you trade chess? Can you play chess? Can you play checkers? Market is chess. Market is checkers. Price moves one step at a time. Can you catch a fish? You have zero interest in little junky fish. You're only interested in catching solid, big fish. Your brain making identical decision. How you catch a fish, how you play chess, how you play checkers, how you drive. Can you stay in your lane? Can you hit the brakes at the bold red light? Can you push gas pedal at green? You don't swing between random lights, do you? You don't push gas pedal through the red light. Which means you have huge potential becoming successful trader. And that's your critical key starting point. Simplicity. I prove this on 1 minute chart every single day. This is how Amazon looks. This is how Tesla, how Bitcoin, how Euro, how Pound, how oil, how gold looks. As you will see next, all starts from purity, simplicity of pure price and trading markets a strategic intelligent chess based on only two components: indicator-free price for entry and proprietary Alpha Fibonacci rule for exits. You will never ever need another system ever again. Alpha Fibonacci system can be traded on all instruments, all time frames, all platforms, or with software for Ninja Trader 8. Here's example of long. Again, what do you see? Precise entry, precise stop, precise target. Never speculate, never gamble, ever. Trade markets with rules. And you know where to enter, and you know where your stop is, and you know where your targets are. At the bold green zone, you do not short, you buy the markets. That's it. And that's simplicity on every day, on every instrument. What does the majority of traders do who come to the markets? Exact same thing as everyone else. Diving into the world of indicators. $7 or maybe free or maybe $77 will make you a fortune. That's reactive brain. That's gambling. That's how majority thinks. Intelligent human being recognizes after a couple of months of trying in trading that there is no such thing. It does not exist. But what exists is pure price. And when you can trade pure price for entry and alpha Fibonacci for exits, everything changes. Everything. And that's simplicity on long. When bold green zone is present and institutions buying the markets, you do not short. But if you are trading your own small account, you enter with precise entry, stop and target. That's it. Stunning reminder. Random number of points is not recipe for success. Random entry will never work. Precise entry, precise stop, precise target with rules does. Another short. Why is the short struggling so much at decision point 1? Because it's a counter trend short. On the counter trend short, price will struggle immensely at decision point 1. And you will see so much more on other instruments as well. But that simplicity, when you start blocking pure price, you start seeing clearly. Every instrument looks exactly the same because there is no chart that's telling you here the time frame. You have no idea if this is 5 minutes or 3 minutes or 1 or 15. It's pure price. It's identical on 1, on 3, on 5, on 15, on euro, on pound, on oil, on gold, or on S&P. That's it. I recognized that in 2004 when I started building my first system. When I thought I was looking on Russell, but I was looking on S&P. It was huge revelation for me to recognize when you can trade pure price, it's identical on all instruments, all time frames, all platforms. So when I work with Brad, it's an ultimate honor. It's an ultimate reminder why I live and breathe what I do. Brad made a serious effort. making $10 an hour at Best Buy. Not anymore. Genius of a trader who is making phenomenal effort trading with Alpha Fibonacci rules. Pure price for entry, proprietary Alpha Fibonacci for exits. There is nothing else. Words don't teach, experience does. Learning and trading with Fibonacci Institute has given me experience and keys to be a successful trader. That's it. And it's an honor to say that I'm strategy builder and a teacher with ongoing journey to near perfection. 20 years later, I built my proprietary systems, and I promise you, pure price for entry is the answer. And proprietary Alpha Fibonacci retracements give you such ultimate precision. So you cannot short if institutions are long. This is the number one rule. This is a critical key part. So in a single lesson, traders are blown away to recognize why I coach JP Morgan traders how to trade proprietary system. Here is a stunning reminder. Let's dive into biggest crash since 2008 and let's dive into current rally. Are you ready? Many months in advance, you know where Alpha Fibonacci reversal zone will be. Here's a market in at the end December 2021. We're discussing with traders and classes. This is a place you exiting your long, you monitoring for market reversal. Here's Alpha Fibonacci system on January 1st, 2022. You are not stressing out, you are not in panic when market starts crashing. Do you remember this before the crash? Do you understand how important this moment is? What do you see as a word? Reversal zone, which means high 80% institutional crash will follow next. What do you see that's playing out? By the end of February 2022, market sell-off is on. February 22nd, I receive phone call from Ukraine, bomb starts flying. My friend is getting married. Everyone think they had a little too much to drink when sirens flying in Kiev. So how is it possible that institutions buying the market, that weak market skyrocketing 350 points? Oops! Biggest crash. Russia losing its mind. We have student in the course in Moscow. I adore Georgie, he apologizes. My piano partner apologizes. What is happening with the world? Market is rallying 350 points. Do you remember this bold pink line? Do you? Do you remember how essential it is to respect this level? Price keeps bouncing 350 points non-stop from this level. In March, it continues. Institutional sell-off is on, but on the way down, institutions buying the market for weeks and months. You don't hear it in the news. You see it on the chart. Inflation skyrocketing and market keeps rallying, keeps rallying, keeps rallying from these levels. And you know this weeks and months in advance. War is getting worse. Fed is raising rates and market keeps skyrocketing at every institutional buy point. This was the worst rate increase. This is institutional chart. My goodness. But it's identical level at the market close with a software and 1-minute chart. You don't have to wait for weeks and months to see the power of this system and why traders are dearest friends for life, who trading Alpha Fibonacci system on all instruments, all time frames, no software on this chart. What else are you excited about? You're excited about bullish rally at the bottom, but this is a lesson. During the worst bearish market since 2008, we had only a single month of sell-off. Every month, institutions been buying the market on the way down. And when price is skyrocketing in December 22, you're buying the bottom. You're not a gambler. You're using your limitless brain. You're strategizing. You know quite well, many months in advance. This is where institutional orders sitting and waiting to be filled. To the upside, there is only one obstacle left. My goodness, bold pink line again. And do you remember this level? Do you? Again and again and again? So here's we are at the end of August. Market been selling off. But as you keep learning, bearish markets require drastically different skills to trade. Markets setting up for extreme fold. And you knew all of this months in advance. You are not a gambler, you understand. Market is flawless Alpha Fibonacci chess. And that's the worst market sell-off with never-ending buying at Alpha Fibonacci institutional buy point and stunning reversal all in advance. Are you ready for extreme fall? Are you prepared? So if you learn the lesson of bearish markets of 2022, it's a stunning reminder. Institutions buying the markets on the way down, even during worst bearish markets. So if you're trading with them, you are always on the right side of the market. So when you stop speculating, when you stop trading with random targets without stops, and you stop trading against institutions, everything changes. Trading becomes a bliss. I posted to you a movie Ken made about Fibonacci Trading Institute. It's posted on YouTube. Ken's words truly means the world. Ken and I met in London. Ken knows the power of the system. He's paying cash for his next house. He started trading Alpha Fibonacci system on crypto, on entirely different instrument than bread. And when his daughter gives me this card, it's everything. So let's take a look on crypto, shall we? And let's remember what played out. Again, please view movie Ken made about Fibonacci Trading Institute, summarizing my work. But let's recap crypto. Wow. Tom Brady hyping Bitcoin during Super Bowl. Do you remember that? I'm very, very happy that England instituted extremely strict rules. That anyone and everyone who is hyping the instrument is actual criminal offense because millions and millions of people lost fortunes because they believe in Tom Brady, correct? Tom Brady can afford to lose 70 million. Michael Saylor losing 6 billion in a day, hyping buy Bitcoin. So you feel like a fool if you're not buying Bitcoin. This is when this is happening. When we're discussing in the course, intelligent traders shorting, not buying Bitcoin. The first sell-off in 2021 was weak. The second sell-off during Super Bowl of 2021 exactly was the sell point, not the buy point. So when I receive very tearful phone calls with traders telling me, I wish I listened to you, but Tom Brady said so. Oops! Use your limitless brain. If trading on the hype worked, every person on the planet would be Bill Gates. Bitcoin collapsed 70%. Hype never works. Your limitless brain does. Why do you think Tom Brady is smarter than you? Tom Brady is phenomenal with playing a ball. Tom Brady was paid a lot of money for Super Bowl commercial. So when you recognize that all you have to do is exact same thing as Tom Brady does with his ball, you need to do with trading. Bitcoin skyrocketing by the end of January 23. Do you remember this level? With the software on 1 minute chart that the market closed on S&P? It's identical level, except when Ken trading crypto and Bitcoin, he's using his iPhone. He's trading on platforms I've never even heard of. So if you're trading crypto on other platforms and if it has price and Fibonacci retracements, you just need to apply proprietary levels, proprietary settings, proprietary rules. That's it. Or use software for NinjaTrader 8, which is a phenomenal tool if you day trade futures. So if you learned your lessons during crash of 2022, you understand how game is played. Here's another phenomenal example. Cathie Wood. She didn't just burn billions on crypto. She also exited position on Nvidia before Nvidia skyrocketed. Did you know that? At the end of the webinar, I would gladly review Nvidia with you. And that's a lesson on using your limitless brain and trading markets as Alpha Fibonacci chess, on day trading futures, or position trading crypto, or day trading crypto. Because rules remain the same. The only thing that changes, risk management and trade hold time. Do you like to be in a trade for an hour, for a day, for a week, for a month, for years, or for a couple of seconds? Choice is yours. When you apply the rules, you can do both because pure price remains the same on 1 minute, 5 minute, or hourly, daily, weekly, monthly. Love, love, love seeing how fathers bringing their children to the course. This is ultimate reminder of simplicity of the system. When hedge fund manager in London bringing his son Dominic to the course, Dominic, obsessed with day trading Alpha Fibonacci software on Dow and S&P mini futures. Listen to the podcast and how easy a system is. If 14-year-old boy can do it, so can anyone. But his father, Andy, has zero interest in day trading. Andy manages multi-million-dollar accounts with proprietary system on platforms and instruments I never even heard of. Because pure price remains the same. But this is confirmation of simplicity, of entirely different background of traders from all over the world. So as a strategic trader from 14 to 80 plus year old, you become proactive. You turn off your reactive switch. You stop chasing the markets. You stop riding your beta brainwave. You start activating your gamma and alpha wave. You become Alpha Fibonacci trader. You're riding institutional power. You understand where institutions entering and exiting markets. And when you do that, you trade Bitcoin or you trade any instrument you choose. Another legend, Theo, constantly stopping by to say hello, even 2 o'clock in the morning. We have phenomenal community in Australia, not just in London, not just in New Jersey. This is completely different instruments, and Theo trading it all on MT4 and Ninja, on Forex, on crypto, on all charts. So when Theo says, what you teach is revolutionary in the trading space, and it allows one to just sit back and relax and just look for the highest probability trades. Theo produces $17.81 on every dollar invested. Here we go. Here's an example of what Theo trades. Here's Euro. I'm meeting with students in Europe last September. Why? Because I timed my trip perfectly. Euro at the bottom. And you know this far in advance. Do you like to buy the bottom as Theo does? Rules are met, take a trade. Euro no longer at 96 cents, historical low. As of today, Euro in entirely different level. Too bad for us Americans, Europe is no longer cheap to travel to. But are you surprised where Euro's selling off from? Should not be. Do you remember this level on S&P at the market close with the software? Do you? If I project software right now, on 3-minute chart, it's identical level as on Euro to the upside at the market close, on S&P to the downside, confirming time and time again price action is identical on S&P, on Euro, on Bitcoin, on Amazon, on Apple, on gold, on oil, on bonds, on ETFs, on mutual funds. If it has price, Alpha Fibonacci system applies to all instruments, all time frames, or with software for Ninja Trader 8. Crush and burn Euro pretty please, as I can't wait to see my students in Europe next. This is Lifeline on Euro, and you know this months in advance. This level is out, Euro in free fall. Ultimate Alpha Fibonacci chess. I also time my trip to Canada when US dollar 40% higher. What a gift. US dollar did not crash through this level. Look at that bold green zone again. And you knew this many months in advance. If I take you back to January 2023, when I'm leaving Vancouver, US dollar starts selling off. And where US dollar bouncing from is identical level on MT4, MT5 is identical level on bonds, is identical level on futures. No software on this chart, none. Identical level with a software for Ninja Trader 8. It's all the same. So when you activate your proactive brain, when you turn off your gambling switch, everything changes. So many traders coming to me who've been struggling for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Instantly they see how simple and pure price is. And that every single instrument, every single time frame is precise Alpha Fibonacci chess. So when you trade markets only with institutions. When you think as a billion-dollar trader, everything changes completely. Trading becomes a bliss. Trading becomes a joy. Do you remember the events on Apple? Since 2022 to now, Apple at identical level. Right now, selling off. How is it possible? Earnings are stunning. How is it possible? Apple skyrocketed from exact same level where S&P was at the market close? What a flawless puzzle. Here's Apple before rally skyrocketed. December 2022. So on Friday, student was begging me, please do not take millions from Wall Street. Please, please, please continue teaching. I beg of you. So I promise you, I don't know for how long I will be teaching this, but I simply live and breathe what I do. And if you see in this webinar, very clear message. Market is flawless. Alpha, Fibonacci, chess. Everything changes when you activate your intelligent brain. Do not underestimate your brain power, because if you can drive, if you can play chess, if you can play checkers, if you can catch fish, you can trade Apple, you can trade euro, you can trade US dollar, you can trade anything you choose. Here's a final, very important instrument, Amazon. My goodness, do you remember CNBC hyping? Amazon is a safe haven. Hold Amazon forever. We're in classes, December 2021. Amazon at reversal zone. Here comes the crush. Do you remember that? January 22nd? Do you? Here comes the sell-off. My goodness. When price at reversal zone, you're not buying into this level. Success rate buying into this level less than 20%. And when Amazon loses $1 trillion, do you know what this is a reminder of? Much more of this to come. The events of 2022 will tell you that much more extreme events ahead. But bearish markets require drastically more skill to trade. So if you're using your limitless brain and you're joining us in the trading room, I look forward working with you. You can ask me questions about all instruments and you can review all the information on the homepage. View the movie Ken made about Fibonacci Trading Institute, as book will be released next year. And if you're done chasing, done gambling, and ready to trade predictive proprietary institutional lifetime system with precise entry, stop, and target on all instruments, all platforms, or with software for Ninja 8, with multi-market scanner group or private mentoring classes, video library of over 300 prior live recorded classes, live trading room, I look forward working with you. View students' performance, because if these traders can do it, so can you. All you have to do, start trading markets as intelligent strategic chess. And if you want to listen to students' podcasts, you will find story just like yours. If these traders can do it, so can you. So please choose from 4 options available to you. Option 4, the most desirable option, savings $8,000. It's a private mentoring that includes group course and video library modules trading room. I work with students in Australia in afternoon, in Japan in afternoon, in South Africa in afternoon. 80% of our traders working full-time or in different parts of the world viewing videos of prior live recorded classes. Group course, the most popular option 2. Savings $5,000. If you are not on NinjaTrader 8, join option 1 or option 3. Any questions for me? Do not hesitate to contact me 925-257-4298 or info@fibinstitute.com. So thank you traders so much for joining me here this morning. I hope you enjoyed this webinar. I recorded this event. The event will be posted on our website as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ala. And first, I want to